Okay. So we have this now. We're still on the speaker example. Don't jump now. We are on the speaker example, and Speaker Kit Incorporate wants to compute its ordering and carrying cost of inventory on lot for lot criteria, meaning you are ordering as per the net requirement. You are ordering against the demand. This is what it means. So now they explain here, with lot for lot, we order material only as needed. Once we have the cost of order setting up, the cost of holding each unit for a given time period, and production schedule, we can assign orders to our net requirement plan. So these examples, as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, that they do not have the tree. So whenever I give you this, and I'll give you this table, mostly likely. Yes, I'll give you this table. So you don't need to cram these values here. I know it hits a lot of students. I will always give you this table. So it's more like you need to populate this table, and after that, determine the total cost. So on the total cost, you will have the setup cost and the holding cost per period. So as you can see now, you are in a way having this cost, and you know when you add them up, we're going to add them up in this way. TC is equals to $100, which is the setup cost, multiplied by a certain item. How many times did you need to set up? Plus holding cost, which is $1, and you would multiply it by the quantity that you have stored over a certain period. You would multiply it by the quantity you have stored over a certain period. So now we start. We have 35 on hand. So 35 on hand. 35 minus, you must always, what you have, what is required. 35 minus this, 35 minus that, the answer becomes 0. Therefore, you don't need to order anything. You have satisfied the requirement. Okay, so now 30. Now we don't have anything on hand. 30 is your net requirement. Then it's what is needed. Then plan order release. We are planning to order 30 products. What is your lead time? 1 week. You've ordered 30. Lot for lot, 30. You only strictly order 30. Then now 40 now. Place an order of 40 1 week before. This here. 10 now. 10 is required. This is a gross requirement. Minus what you have. I already told you that. Minus what you have. You have nothing. Therefore, you're owing that thing. You're owing 10. Then you plan to order it, that 10. So you see this one? It's nice, this one. Straightforward. Straightforward. 30, 30, 30. Straightforward. 30, 30, 30. You order 1 week before, so that the suppliers can be able to deliver that product for you. Now 55. Right. So how many times did you need to set up? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You needed to set up 7 times. However, in terms of inventory, you have 0. You don't count the inventory that was utilized on month 1. You know that rule. Even from chapter 13, you don't count that. It has already been accounted on the month 0 here. It was already accounted there. It was already accounted there on month 0. Then now we are using it same time it was used, same time it's used. So now the total cost, now we come to our formula that we have drawn here. With this information, we say to ourselves, okay, 100 is a thingy, setup time, multiplied by 7. Our quantity now, we never had any. Therefore, this is 700. Total cost is equals to $700. My questions will always be in rands. We move to another methodology, which is the EOQ. Use an EOQ, determine the EOQ. Now you look for certain values that are critical. Number 1, you need to find, remember the formula for EOQ goes in this way. 2DSH. And the D, it's actually annual demand. This is annual. These are weeks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Those are weeks. So now, if these are weeks, we want the D. We will then add all this information here. What's happening? Oh, I have something that is running. Okay, this one can be closed. Unfortunately, I must call for my calculator. So now the calculator is here. So we like 35 plus 30 plus 40 plus 10 plus 40 plus 30 plus 30 plus 55, and you get a 270. So 270 over 10 weeks. 270 over what? 10 weeks. 270 over 10 weeks. It doesn't necessarily tell you anything. It's not annual. You can't say this is over 10 weeks, then what? You want to pay annual. It's not annual then. Then you divide by 10 the weeks now. 10 weeks, then you get a value called 270 divided by 10. You get a value called weekly requirement here. You have a weekly requirement. This is a requirement over 10 weeks. Then this is a weekly requirement. You need 27 per week. But we are aiming what? We're aiming at an annual. We're aiming to get an annual demand. So we have a weekly, therefore you then multiply by 52. Then you're gonna get what? You're gonna get an annual now demand. You're gonna get annual demand 1404. Then you come analyze further. You see here, holding cost per week. You must make sure you identify this information. Holding cost per week is that. This is not annual also, because we're looking at annual. 1 multiplied by 52. So now you come. Two multiplied by 10, 14, not 10, 1404 multiplied by 100 over 52. The 52 is coming here for the what you call for the holding cost, right? Then now this becomes 2 times 1404 multiplied by 100 over 52. And you're going to get it like this. 73.449, which to me the book kept it at 73, guys. I don't know why would they didn't explain. They didn't explain why they kept it at 73. It doesn't make sense. It was supposed to be 74. But let's honor the book. Let's honor the book. I'm not saying let's honor the question. On the question, I create the memo. You honor me. So let's honor the book, because as you can see, they use 73 there. Please, let's adhere to the book. But this is what you're going to look for. In a test, you always round up. I will allow you. In the exam, you always round up. I will allow you. Now, we now have what we can order, the economic order quantity. You order a specific amount. It tells you, it doesn't mix itself. So now, since we have the economic order quantity, then we can simply, the first one, 35 is utilized, it's gone. Second one is 30. Oops. We don't have on hand again. So net requirement is 30. We can only order 73. We can only order 73. Now, let's say the 73 we are placing on order on this day. Here they arrive, but they are 73. We need 30. So 73 minus 30, it's 43. So this is a carrying. It gets to be carried. I'm going to erase. Do it twice so that you can see. 30, it's our holding again, projected on hand. Then we don't have anything on hand next month. We are needing 30. That's your date. It must come here. 30. Therefore, you cannot place an order of 30. We are given a 73 that we must use to place our orders. Then use that 73 to place the orders. It's an economic order quantity. We don't just order what customers want, we order extra. Then we carry the cost. 73 minus 30, which is 43. We carry the cost. Now we have 43. 43 minus 40, it's equals to 3. So we have something that is outstanding. Remember, you cannot write the 3 here. This is net requirement. No, you can't. You carry it over this side. The 3 comes this side. The 3 comes this side. Because you minus 0, you will have 3. And then you carry it over this side. 10 minus 3. There's the 3 minus 10. I mean, there's a 7 outstanding. You see here, we have a 7, a mere 7. But what is our economic order quantity? 73. We don't compromise. We don't compromise. 73, that's what we are ordering. 7 minus 73 now. Or let's say 73 minus 7. Because that's what we have. We have now 73. Then 66 gets to be ordered, gets to be taken on the next notch. 66, it's what the next month people have. What is their requirement? Is 40. 40 minus 66. Then we have what? Negative 26. 26 it's actually supposed to be a positive. Let's say what we have 66 minus 40. Then we have it as a positive. Then that's when it becomes a 26. And now when we say 26, what we have minus 30, 26 minus 30, you're going to get a negative actually. Sorry. 26 minus 30, you're going to get what? A negative now. Negative 4. So we need to order 4. But we know that we're not allowed to order 4. We have a constant value that we order, which is 73. 73 minus something's wrong. Yeah. 66 minus 40 is 26. That's why we call it 26. Then 26 minus 30 is 4. The 4 we write it here, not there, guys, not here. You write it here. 40 is what we require, but we're not able to order that. We can only order a fixed amount. Ne? So now we're going to say 73 minus 4. Then we get a 69. 69, we put it there, we carry it over 69. You see that? Okay. Then 69 with what we have minus what we don't have, 8. Then we get a 39. Then on 39 is what we have, 39 minus 55, we get a negative. The negative is the one that we're gonna need to place an order for of 73 units. Then 73 is what you have minus 16, then becomes 57. So now all this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All these are added to become the quantity of your holding. Then you come on the bottom, you do the same thing. TC is equals to 100 multiplied by 1, 2, 3, 4 multiplied by 4. Do you see the difference? On the other one, lot for lot, we had 7, here with 4, which becomes 400. But we have a higher 1 multiplied by, we have a higher holding cost, because now we have to add this holding cost. 43 plus 3 plus 3 plus 66 plus 26 plus 69 plus 69 plus 39 plus 57. Yes, it goes past that. You must account for it. 43, 33, 66, 26, 69, 69, 39, 57. We have 375. 375. TC cost you 400 plus 375 equals to, that is a 775. 775. Right. Slightly higher by $75. Slightly higher. Okay. We're gonna bring you a new methodology now called periodic order quantity. We tell you, use periodic order quantity to find this, and then you fill up your table. So this thing, guys, I will tell you, use EOQ. You fill the document EOQ. Use periodic, you fill up the information periodic. Use lot for lot, you fill up the information lot for lot. You understand? So now we have something very critical. I can give you EOQ. Keep that in mind. I can give you EOQ. Then with that EOQ, you're going to apply this formula. You're going to apply this formula. First thing first, we have average weekly usage. That's a demand. I don't understand why usage, demand. Average weekly demand. I gave in the exam as this way, as a weekly usage. It's actually demand, guys. This one here. This one here. The weekly demand. So we want a EOQ to be divided by the weekly demand, and we're gonna get the periodic order quantity, the interval. How often can we order in a year? Let's say maybe in this period, I want you to order 3 times. Actually, sorry, order. Guys, I need a me break. I need water. I need a me break. Give me a second. I'm coming now. Okay, guys, I am back. Right, so now, how do we do this now? Okay, how do we hold you? How do we hold you? Okay. Sharp. Right, so now, I was as I was explaining that we can somewhat start again to say we want to get to this level of this formula here. We want to get to this formula here. So obviously we have EOQ EOQS equals to 73. Now we want your weekly order. So how do you get your weekly order? You say 35 plus 30 plus calculator. Can you still remember this? Let's see. Nah, memory out of date. 35 plus 30 plus 40 plus 10 plus 40 plus 30 plus 30 plus 55, 270. So you have the gross requirement of 270 over the number of weeks, which is 10 weeks. Then you get 27. And that is your average weekly usage. So then now EOQ, it's equals to that, the average, the EOQ over that week value. So we're going to write a formula. You write it, it's provided in the test. You must write it as it is. So it's going to be EOQ over this weekly demand, man. This weekly demand. I prefer it as a weekly demand. I didn't change it, unfortunately, but it's fine. Whatever. We'll leave it like that. It's okay. 73 over 27. You want to get a number there. And the number is 73 divided by 27, which is 2.7. So this is a rate at which you must order in terms of weeks. We don't have 2.7 weeks, but we have every 3 weeks you place an order. The nice thing is every 3 weeks you place an order for the next coming 3 weeks. So you place the orders as they are for the next coming 3 weeks, as they are. You combine the demands for the accumulative 3 weeks, then you place an order onto them. How is that working? How so? It's the most important question. How so? How do we do that? Okay, we said 3 weeks. For example, this one is given 35. It's gone. Then the 30. How are we going to do the 30? This is how we're going to do it. What is required here? Net requirement for this one is 30. But we must employ it for 3 weeks. Include the 0 so that you can be smart. Then when you include the 0, you have a 70. Then 30 minus 70, it's what? It's a 40 as a hand holding projected on hand. 40 there. That's your 40. Then you move right along. Your 0 there. Then you order for 3 weeks. I see an 8. So, but what is we don't have anything on hand. That's a 10 that is required. That's an 80 that we are willing to place an order for. 80, how do you say it? 10 minus 80. What do you have on hand is 80. 80 minus 10, then we are remaining with 70. 70 here. 40 minus 70. No, 70 minus 40, because we have 70. For 70 minus 40, we have a 30. It goes like that. You see, it significantly reduces the number of setup cost. This methodology reduces the setup cost. Then now we have this one dash. We don't have anything on hand, so we have a 30. 30 plus 55 equals to 85. So 85 is what we must order. 85. Respect the lead time. Should the lead time changes, you adjust accordingly. So 85 minus 30 is equals to 55. 55 minus 55 is a 0. And that's how it works. Ladies and gentlemen, we have this setup reduced by 3 to 3. So all these other systems, they reduce the setup cost, as you can see, from 7 to 3. But they are having holding cost. AKA inventory cost. Then they ask you, what is the contribution of inventory in your overall cost? That one I have to Google it. Oh, I'm doing wrong things here. Expand. What is the percentage of inventory on the overall costs? See, inventory carrying costs typically represent 15 to 30% of the company's total inventory value annually. So 30%, the carrying costs, and then commonly cited as 20 to 30%. These costs include storage space, labor, insurance, depreciation, and capital costs. Proper management is essential, as these expenses can significantly impact overall profitability. Guys, you got to understand something very critical. If you have your 30% of your inventory cost, you're in trouble. You are in trouble. 30%, it's a lot. If your inventory cost for inventory, remember, if in total costs are inventory, guys. No, your finished products are inventory. Keep that in mind. So if, let's say, your assets, your inventory, finished goods, they're worth $1 million. When 30% of that is 300,000, is on the carrying cost, the cost of storage, warehousing, so on and so on. If you don't manage that, that's why we have inventory management. That's the reason why you're learning inventory management. And now it's going to prove you. We have 100 total cost. 100 multiplied by 1, 2, 3, which setup cost has gone down. And then 1 multiplied by. Remember this, we don't count. 40 plus 70 plus 80 plus 55 equals to 195. 195. Okay. 40, 70, 30, 55, 195. Then this is 300 plus 195 equals to 495. So this one of ordering ahead is inevitably the cheapest. It's inevitably the cheapest. 495. Yes, is the cheapest. POQ has yielded the best results. POQ has yielded the best results. And this is a comparison. EOQ is the most expensive one, followed by Lot for lot. The least one is POQ. So I want to, this is your homework. This is your homework. It's important homework. I won't say it twice. And I won't make you submit it also. Kodwa uzosikoma, you will know that it was your homework. One day you will know. I won't reveal too much. So now we have level. I'm just doing the structure. I want to fix the structure for you, the level coding for you. So this is level 0, also known as L0. L0 is your alpha. And on a second level, which is L1, and on your third level, L2, and on your fourth level, L3. What is wrong here? This and that. They are supposed to be in the same level. This and that, they're supposed to be where? In the same level. That's because they are C, they are product C. So you need to adjust it so that this thing can be in the same level as this. They must be under level 2, both of them. So you rewrite it now by saying A, instead of writing this one, you just go straight to B. B. Don't forget the quantities. B. I don't need to do the boxes. Okay. And then under B, we have what? G. And we have C. And then under there, we have, under C, we have E, which is 1, and F, which is 1. Perfect. So now this side, now, C is no longer with B. What disqualify you? L0 there. You see here, L1 is no longer there. This one is now with his new buddies here. I'll try it like this. Oh. C, and it's 1. Then you see there. Okay. E and F, they are 1, 1. So now C needed to adjust to another level. This is level 1 and level 0, level 2, then level 3. So a C needed to shift. So this is how it shifted. If you were to do it, cut blocks, even highlighting to represent the block also. So you know that this is how it looks like. Who doesn't understand this low-level coding? Who doesn't understand low-level coding? I want to do it again. Asking students whom you know very understand, it's not gonna help. So let's redo it again. I'll try to make it smaller. Really, I don't see any messages. I thought there was a message, so it's fine. What is this? Okay. Okay. So now I'm gonna make it smaller. I said, guys, when you look at this, let's use a different pen. Yeah, the blue. When you look at this, we have levels. Each product is a certain level that it is associated with. So for instance, here would be having level 0, and here level 1. Then you make a line, a solid line. Then you have level 2. Then you make a solid line there. Then you have level 3. But if you look at the this one, see here, it also represented on the lower level. That's why they say low level coding. So you need to adjust it so that they can be produced on the similar time. It also represents what? It can also be produced in the similar table so that you don't find yourself, let's say you start from the left side, you feed from the left side, you might end up utilizing your information unwillingly. You understand? So you need to keep them the same level so that they can also be in the same table, guys. So now we start again. We said A. We'll use blocks this time around. And we say this is B. You can just write the number outside there. And then under B, I want to remove all these things. Under B, we have this is too big. Why are you making a big thing? Okay, under B, we have D. And we have what? We have C. 2, 2. Then, if this is its own level, I'll make another line here. You'll know why is it for just now. So L0, L1, L2. Then C has more products under him, which is E and F. They're both 1, 1. Then now C, we low it, we call it low, meaning we are readjusted to go to another level. Remember, C was here. Now it's corresponding to it's more categorizing as per the same group. Yeah. Then after that, C is adjusted to a lower level. Then C has something under it, which is E and F, just like that. So this low level, this is L3 here, L2, L1, L0. Once we have this information, 100%, you will be able to fill it over here. You want to fill it over here. Using what? Using this information. You see here? This is nice. Keep this in mind. You see here? You see here? You see here? So immediately you must know on the gross that you immediately go and add the 50 at 8. You add the 50 at 8. You add the 50 at 8. You add a 50 at 11, 100 at 13. And you mount. You look at your diagram, you look at the information, you know, your lead times, you add them nicely, your alphabets, you have the table. It's your homework. Practice with it. You will never regret it. Trust me. So now we have class problems that we are having. We have this example, which has S is required, S 100 components are required of S in week 7. So S is going to go here, and the product that it must deliver at here, and there must be what 100. Even before we do anything, we know 100 is required at week 7 sharp. But S requires what? We can draw, rather draw on here, rather draw here. Okay. S, no, I want a very strong color. S require 2. S require, let's start here. Okay, then S requires 1 unit of T. Immediately do this. You write your T. You don't hustle, you just write your T. Write your T there. And it said 1 again. Then it tells you who of you. Your diagram is coming. Then it tells you what? T. It tells you T, this value, requires 1 of B. Ne? And 2 units of W. It tells you. You come and draw this. 1 of V and then 2 of W. You're told U, let's see, and 1 of X. So meaning there's now X. So you can push this to go on the side, stretch it a little bit because we now have X again. Then we have U, which is 2. Then here we have, okay, this obviously, it looks like we need to adjust it nicely. Then let's go back. T, 1 of V, 2 of W, 1 of X. Move right along. U requires 2 of Y and Z. That's good. Y, 2, Z, 1. So just like that, you are ready.
Sir, it's 3 of units of Z, not 1.
3, ne? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. 3. So now, features all items takes 2 weeks. One firm features all items. It takes 2 weeks to produce S, 1 week to produce T. So rather, to be safe, you now capture the information. We have your S. It takes how many weeks? 2. Low level 0. We know that again. 0, 1, and 2. Then followed by T. Low level 1, and then lead time T. It takes 1 week. It comes from S. It doesn't have a specific number. It's 1. Okay. Then U now. U, it's times 2. It comes from S. It's 2. Then level, it's 1. Weeks, 2 weeks to make U. Then 2 weeks to make V. Low level 2. V comes where? Comes from T. It's only 1 that we need. Then we have W. W comes from T and it's times 2. And level 2. Lead time yona ki its lead time is, oh, I must read at the top.
It's
1
3.
week. Yeah. How 3?
3.
You mean lead time is 3?
Yes.
Oh, 3 weeks to produce W. Hey, thank you. Now I know what you want. Then it takes 1 week to produce X, 1 week to produce X. Then X is 1, so then it comes from T. Okay. Then it 2 weeks to produce Y. To produce, okay, then this is Y. It comes from what? U. And there are 2 of these. Okay. And then the last one, which is Z, comes from U. There are 3. I wrote in the wrong place. Z comes from U, and there are 3. And it takes 1 week to produce Z. Then now we need to add this information that is critical. The hands, what hands? What do you call it? On hand. Yeah. So on hand. Where's the table? Yeah, there's your table here. This is your on hand. So S is 20, T is 20, U is 40. Forty and 30 UV, okay. 40 and 30. 40 and 30. Okay, and then now we have W, which is 30. X is 25. Y is 240. Then U, which is Z, is 40. Once you've done that, you go to your table. You start working. We don't have any other funny weeks. They are all landing at week 7, right? Sharp. Then you come. You drag your 20 all the way. How much is remaining? 8. The book doesn't give me a leeway when we are doing the MRP to use any other method. Therefore, so far, we are still using lot for lot, guys. Keep that in mind. We are still safe, lot for lot. Therefore, you're going to book it for after how many weeks? 2 weeks as lot for lot. If there was an EOQ, the EOQ was going to determine, let's say maybe EOQ was 100, you were going to order 100. However, if the EOQ was small, let's say 40, you were going to order 80 still. If EOQ is 200, you're going to order that EOQ. It doesn't matter. So 2 weeks, 8 there, sharp. Then you look at it, look at T. T comes from S, so it takes S immediately. And also U comes from S and is times 2, so it multiplies that to be 160. So meaning what I just did here, this one also gets to be affected. So it times 2 of S here. We are now using the data that we have punched in here. If your data is wrong, well, so through practice, by the time you write my test, you'll be flowing. Then that becomes 60. 60 is what we are desiring to order after 1 week. 60. So T is the order is being placed after 1 week. Then now U, it is a thingy of a 40. It becomes 120, right? Then 2 weeks to order. Remember I said, if you were to order anything and it gets here, hey, same time, you cannot. It means that you are wrong. You have to analyze again. Write with a pencil, even in a test, only in the last minute, write with the pen. Please. Don't want trouble here. V comes from T. V, this one, the V comes from T. So meaning this. And then that is 60. Then we have a 30 here. Okay, 60 minus 30 minus 60. Remember that. We don't say 60 minus 30. What you have minus what you need. Then you have a 60. Now zoom just slightly. Then go up slightly. Then the weeks of ordering, 2. All right. Then W gets its information from T also, and it's times 2. So it becomes 120. So that one here, this one here goes to here. That one there comes here. It's T. So 120, because it's times 2, 120 minus 30, because we have the 30 that we have here, 30 on hand. And then the net becomes 90, right? Yeah, 90. Then you have 3 weeks to order. One, two, three, 90. Then we have T, no, X, which comes from T also. And it times 1. X, 60. 60. And minus 25, 25, 25, 25. Then that, I'd rather do it, hate being incorrect. 35, 35, and we place order after a week of 35. Right. Then we have the Y, which feeds directly from U, the 120. And then it's times 2 of that. 120 times 2 is 240, right? It's here. Here. 120 to 40. So now what do we have on hand? We have 240, guys. 240, guys. 240. 240 minus 240, you don't order anything. Leave it like that. Then we have this one also, which is, I think it's 120 again, still 120. Then 40, 40, 40. This is 80. Wrong pen, read.
Sir, isn't supposed to be 360 because Z comes from 3U?
Hey, what am I thinking now? Yeah, that's clever there. Thanks. So it's 120, right, that we are dealing with. So we're going to multiply by 3. Yeah. 120 multiplied by 3, which becomes 360. This one. Thanks. Then you order 320, right? And you order 320. The 320, I still remember it very well. Still reflects in my head. So yes, just like that. Then this is done. Guys, there is a possibility I could say, give me a net requirement for for W, yeah, and what will happen here? You ignore this, right? You ignore this, you ignore this. You give me 1, 2, 3. So meaning that you come W, T, and S. That's what you give me. It is possible. I'm not limited. I am not limited. Hey guys, don't do this one. This one, software, don't do it. We'll do it for practical labs in future. Don't do this one. And then now we want to see the book example, if we were to do the book example using the software, how would we do it? Because of course, students they are, you know, having their own, you know, questions that they have. And let's say you are studying, you don't get the answers right, you wanna prove, you don't need to come to me every time because we have the software. We have the software, and the topic is MRP, under inventory. MRP there. And you must now apply your mind. Before you apply your mind, rather, you copy it. How many products are there? A until G. I know it is 4, E, 5, 6, 7. 7 products, and then we could say 8. Let's see, what do they want? So 8 P rods, 7 boom lines. And we're gonna use A, B, C, and D, and you write your name there. 20, 1, 4, 4, 6, 2. PN, my bella. Just like that. We have this. So we have a product structure on the side. So the software, something that is very critical about the software is it doesn't know how to do the low level coding, né? If not mistaken. So like for a longest time, it always gave me an issue because of that. The software can't do low level coding. So we need the original structure that we drew last time without the low level coding. Where's the structure without the low level coding? Or I'll adjust it in my head, move D to there. Ooh. Can I get the one without the low level coding? There's it here. There. No, this one is the correct one. Okay, but I know what this is at the level 2. I'll respect it. I'll try to remember that. So now keyboard must come out. We have our product, which is product A, and then level is 0. Ooh, where did you go? I'll use my memory, it's fine. Level is 0, lead time 1 week. Per parent, leave it as 1, okay? And then the other information, don't fill it. Let's focus on the structure. I feel like the structure is the one that is important. The structure works with the levels. Product B is at level 1. See what happens. But the sequence here doesn't really matter much. We need to feed products of level B. Look what will happen. If you say this is level 1, you see you are now unable to edit product D properly, which is product D is it's level 2. So it connects under C, which is this side. So you no longer want to win. So in this one, you do one side at a time, the other side at a time. Understand? So now what I mean is we're going to focus on A, B, D, and E. But remember that this one is actually at level 2. It was on the same level as your E here. There's your D2 there. All right. So we want to focus on one side. So we come say A, B, and D, not C, D. Then we say D is actually at level 2. So now, then we have E at level 2. Okay, so they are all feeding at B. See that B is feeding D and E on the same level. Okay, then we're going to then per parent. Let's maybe address issue of per parent. Per parent is going to be B is 2 per parent, and because per parent for the item you're having one product. This is a final product, which is one product. The speaker, one product. B is 2, is written there, 2 here, 2. Then D is 2 also, and then after that we are, or E is 2 also, sharp. Then we have that 3 there. Okay, then we haven't yet done the lead time. Leave the lead time, we'll do the lead time. Then we have C now. C at product at 11 at A. So you see the C comes at the similar product level as product level, same product level as B. They're at the same level now. Then under B we have E again, and we have F. Okay, we have F. Yeah, we have F. Then, but something is missing. So those two are at level 2, level 2. So now you can see them there. So C, it has E and F. E and F, this is the level here, E and F. Then under F now, under F, we have 2 items. So we need to right click and add. Insert the row. Insert the row again. Then we have what? We have D under that. And we have, I think that's E. That's what? G. Yeah? G. Yeah, with G. Perfect. Then those are your level 3. Now you can see under F we have 2 products. Okay. We still don't know the lead times of everything. Then per parent, we sort the per parent now. Let's go per parent from C. Per parent we have 3. No, this is 4. No, 3. Per parent for E this time around under C we have 2. Per parent for F under C we have 2. Per parent D under F we have 2. Then G is 1. Then we have that. Then now we need to look at the per parent. No, that's 1. I thought you did it 1 sharp. Sure. So now we want to focus on the lead times. Where are the lead times written nicely? There. Here we capture, we solve, guys. We don't stress. Here we capture, we solve. So this one, the A is 1, B is 2, D is 1, E is 2, C is 1, E is 2, F is 3, D is 1, G is 2. Okay, then now we look for on hand. Where is our on hand? There, that's our on hand. Then you capture now. On hand, A is 10, B is 15, oh, 15, C, B is 15, C, you go to C, is 20. Then D is 10, E is 10, E again 10, F 5, G 10, G is 0 sharp. When is the first product supposed to come out? At product at 8. Here, this product here, this one here, you must cater for it. That one there. For A, we want 50 products, 50 speakers. That's what they say, 50 units at week 8. Sure. Then now, this is complete. Solve. First thing first. You can copy everything, table and headers. Yeah? You can copy everything. You can highlight and copy everything, or you can copy a table and thing, or you can print. You can do a lot of things with this thing. So I've copied there, and I want to paste it maybe next to side by side. But this one I don't like it. There's a better one, but let's see if I edit this table. I want to see if I can fill information here. Where's filling? Lines. Can I do lines? Table format. Okay, it doesn't allow me to do anything in relation to that. So let me just say Control Z, Control Z, Control Z. Okay, let me rather use another approach. There are various of approaches that you can adopt here, and one of them is to print this table. Please don't crash. That you are going to print here. Quick print, yes, quick print. So now it's going to usually it tells me where it's supposed to print. Okay. Then print. Then you choose a printer if you want a printer, but we want PDF. And we'll say Adobe PDF and print. Then the document is going to be that MRP. I didn't check where my under documents. Okay. There's my document. And then side by side. So now, what do we have here? I'm mixing the concept. Okay, it's supposed to be 8, yeah, 50 at week 8. Okay, so now as you can see that we have your 40 there coming out, and B is times 2 that, which becomes an 80. B here, you see there, B times 2 that becomes an 80. That's your 80. Then 15 comes all the way. 15 comes all the way there. 15. That's your 15 there. Comes all the way. Then 15 minus 80 becomes 65. 65 we ordered 2 weeks before. That's your 65 there that we are ordering. That's your 65 there that we are ordering. Then we have another product which is C. Where's your C? That's your C. C, it multiplies the 40 by 3, and that's your 120 there. That's your 120 there. Then on your 120, we have your 20 that is coming in. That's your 20. 120 as that becomes 100. Then you place an order of 100. So this is actually correct. At the end there, we have 95, 195 there. That's why I always say, I always look at the end there. You have the 195. Okay. Then you have the 195. Okay. So that's the use of software. and now we can just do one last more. This one. We have your gross requirements there. You must write them until 12 there. And you use, firstly, use lot for lot. Lot for lot. Then okay, gross requirements is 30. 30, number 3, 40, number 5, 30, number 6, 70, number 7, 20, number 9, 10, number 10, 80, number 12, 50. So now once you have this, what you have, beginning inventory, that's your beginning inventory. You also look for it, which is 40. And you take it as it comes now. You take it as it comes, then you then place, you then put you put your 40 there. 40 minus 30, we have a 10 as a positive 10, then that 10 comes here. 10 minus 40 becomes negative 30, meaning that you are not satisfying the requirements. So that becomes 30. 30, it's a lot for lot. We are ordering 30. What's your lead time? 1 week. Then you continue. We don't have anything on hand. We don't have anything on hand. Then 30. 30 becomes the value of interest there. Then here, 70 becomes the value of interest. Just like before, 20 just like before, dash here, dash the 10, 10, 10, 80, 80, 80. It's lot for lot. You don't order what you like. You order what is required. Please don't get it wrong. 50. Just like that. Your setup time here. Setup time, this is how you do your setup time. So what is your setup cost? So TC is equals to 150 multiplied by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 plus what is my unit? My 2.5 multiplied by. Remember this guy, we don't include him when we're doing what we want to do. This one. So okay, now we have to add. Oh, 20. The thing is 20. Then you find your total there. What's the answer? What's the answer? Then you do the same method, EOQ. You do the very same thing, EOQ. We've done this before. There's nothing new. We do EOQ. So now you need to put it aside so that we can do our EOQ. 2DSH equals to. Then EOQ, we only focus on the Uncle exit, yes. Yes. $30 plus 40 plus 30 plus 70 plus 20 plus 10 plus 80 plus 50. 330. Now 330 divided by 12. This is in weeks, not months. So then you're going to get your average usage per week. Which is 27.5. Okay. Then once you have the 27.5, once you have your 27.5, now you're going to look for your 27.5 multiplied by, that's per week again, multiplied by your 52. Then that becomes times 52 weeks. That becomes 1430 sharp. Then your this there, I saw 250. Your 250 multiplied by 52 plus 2, because you are experiencing this over a period of a year. So 2.5 multiplied by 52, it becomes 130. Then you come then 2 multiplied by 430. What's my setup? My setup is 150. Then my thing is 130. That's my 130. Then my EOQ is 2 times 1430 times 150 over 130. 57. The 57, you can see that it's easy to say it's 57.5, then 58. The book allows us to, when it gets here, to round up, so 58. I am sure you wish you could copy and paste, but it's fine. It'll be fast. Okay. 30, 40. Yeah, 30, 40, 30. Wrong. 5 is 30. 6 is 70. 20. 9, 10, 8, and 50. Then what we have on hand, we have 40. 40, then that's your 10. Then that's your 10 there. Then that 10 minus, it becomes negative 30. Negative 30 is just the net requirement, but we are only supposed to order 58 after 1 week. 58, that's what you are legally allowed to order. Then we have now 58 minus 30, then we have 28 on hand. The difference is 2, but unfortunately we can't order that. We must always order 58 regardless. You see that? Then that becomes 56, I believe. Then 56, because it's positive, minus 20, then becomes 36. We carry over 36. 36 is larger than that, minus 20 becomes 16. 16 is larger than this, becomes 6. But now 6 is no longer larger than this. 6 minus 80, 74. 74 is what we desire, but we can only order this. We're not meeting the thingy, so you must multiply this by 2. 8 times 2, 1116. That's what you must order. 1116, 1116. What you're ordering. So 1116 minus 74 equals to 42. 42 is what you are carrying over. 42 is what you are carrying over, but unfortunately it doesn't satisfy our needs. There's an 8 so we push it to 58. So then you are remaining with the 50. Something, let's allow. Why are you not moving? Ren, don't do this, man. Hey, I'm tired. These kids must go to holiday. I'm tired. 50. So you do the same. You wanna sum up only this. And then that's going to be your TC. It's equals to your 150 multiplied by 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 plus your 2.5 plus. Are you losing sensitivity when I'm on the kapayan? Didn't say plus we. Yeah, I am tired as you are. No, if you're tired, tell me. Then I'm tired. The sum of that what you want to get there. So you know POQ. You're not gonna do POQ. We're just going to tell you straight. POQ is equals to your 58 divided by your weekly rate. Where's your weekly rate? It's 27.5. No, 28. Oh, this one is fine. 27.5. Yeah, this one is fine. Then 58 over 27.5. It's equals to 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks, you place an order. You place order for 2 weeks, guys. So you know that the first one varies obviously, but you will need to order. So this one, it's nice because you order ahead again. So every 2 weeks. It's a very nice exercise. It's going to be your DIY. Let's call it a day. Any questions? Lungil, any questions?
No questions, sir.
Right. In the absence of any questions, guys, we've completed this chapter. The next time we meet, we're doing the 2 last chapters. Then we're gonna have a test, a nice test 2, with MRP involved. Make sure you practice MRP during the recess days. As you galavant, tomorrow you study. Because when you come back, we'll continue. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. I'll see you